days without holiday parties. Maybe you're invited to one or even more. Should you bring a host gift? Can it be fashionably late? Or should you bring the neighbors to come and join in all the fun? Well, here to set the record straight is etiquette expert Diane Gottsmam with the Protocol School of Texas. Very happy to have you this morning because, let's face it, sometimes we do things wrong. We don't know we're doing it wrong.
Well, we're going to talk about it today.
Okay, so first things first. We're having a party and I'm hosting. Invitations, when should I send them out?
Now. It is time.
Get on it.
That's right, because the holidays are packed with events, so you want to make sure and get on your friends and family's calendar.
Okay, and then when to RSVP?
That the guest has a duty as well, or the person being invited, and they should RSVP within 24 to 48 hours. And you know what happens is the person that receives the invitation often thinks, oh my gosh, but there's so many things going on and I want to make sure I get invited to this as well. So you don't want to look like you're shopping your options. That's why you should RSVP very quickly.
Okay, good to know. Don't shop those options. I would be grateful just to get invited. Well, how about the guest list? How should we be choosy and picky with who we invite?
Well, you always want to be a little choosy because you want people that are going to get along with each other.
True.
So the host's job is to make sure that all their guests are going to be interesting, conversational, and that means that you want to mix it up and show some new faces. So it's not the same conversation, the same people that they just saw the day or the weekend before. But then, as a guest, you want to do your duty and you want to arrive with something in your hand.
Okay, so that's my next question. Host gifts, it's still a thing. We still expect it.
It's a thing.
Okay,
and you know, it's a courtesy. So, but instead of showing up with maybe just a bottle of wine, show up with a basket filled with mimosa fixings.
Ooh.
And some pretty napkins and some organic juice and something that they can enjoy the next day.
Okay.
Not to put out at the event.
I see. And it's something that they're going to remember also. Oh, Diane brought me those pretty napkins.
But guess what? Don't forget to put a gift card because there's going to be so many things coming in and they may not say Diane brought me those pretty napkins if I don't put a tag on it that reminds them the next day.
Good tip right there. Very good. To make sure they know you're the one that brought it. Okay, so hosting a party, it can be very stressful, but the last thing we want is our guests to feel like we're stressed.
That's why you should prepare, plan, and prepare.
Okay.
So by the time your guests arrive, you aren't going around lighting candles, pulling on your heels, putting on your tie, doing all the last-minute things that we're stressed out about. So you can relax and have it all ready. Okay. It makes our guests nervous if we're watching the host run around stressed.
And you want the night to be nice and pleasant and smooth. And you know, Diane, is fashionably late, is that still a thing? Can we still, like, is that okay, or you say don't do it?
The word late concerns me. So fashionably late means you can arrive 10 minutes after. You know, the window is on time to 10 minutes after. 20 minutes after is tardy. So you want to just make sure that you aren't making your host worry that something happened to you. And certainly the worst thing you can do is ring that doorbell before the designated time. Okay. So if you invite me over at Alana at 7 and I show up at 10 till 7 because I got here early, that's when I'm rushing around. That's why that's when I'm lighting my candles.
Okay, I see. So after the time that it starts.
After the time that it starts.
But not too late.
10-minute window.
Got it. 10 minutes. Okay, what about those, and we all know that family member that likes to bring their neighbors and their best friend and his sister.
So as a host, I'm going to welcome them in because as a good host, I'm prepared. I am not making just that amount. I am making a little bit more of my appetizers, of my meal, because I'm gracious and I'm not going to make the surprise guests feel uncomfortable. However, you do not want to show up with that extra +1 or family members or neighbors that showed up to your house and then you invite them over to the party.
Okay, and you know, quickly let me know, is it still appropriate to have a toast?
Yes. So the host is going to prepare in advance a welcome toast for all of his or her guests. And he or she is going to do that either at the cocktail hour or right before dinner. And then it's important for at least one guest to toast the host because they went through a great deal of trouble. Okay. But just don't toast 15, 16, 17 toasts later because we're bored. Okay, we're going to get bored.
But yes, so make the toast, but also make sure that you're also toasting the host for all the efforts they did for putting the night together. Diane, really good information, and sometimes we need that reminder. So thank you so much, and we're just skimming the surface of some really great etiquette. You can log on to the protocolschooloftexas.com for modern manners and some more etiquette tips.
Thank you.